Greiss was talking post-game last night, and, he said that the Stanley Cup final is as good as it gets. He compared it to Christmas. Just, is this the best, final that you've been a part of?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing out there. And
But I guess just how incredible have these games been to be a part of?
yeah, I mean, especially for me being out for so long and coming back and then just be part of the group and trying to collect wins as we go, just to not taking anything for granted at this point. So I'm just happy to be back, and obviously there's been some overtimes, there's been some comeback wins and whatnot, but yeah, that's part of the game, and we're just trying to manage.
Matthias, it's one thing for the group to understand the gravity of the moment coming into the first intermission, being down 3-0, but it's another to flip the script on a team of that quality on the other side. What is it about this group that keeps coming through time and time again when your backs are against the wall?
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think that's something that this group has been really good at. Looking back at last year's run, even looking back at that, 2 years ago, we played LA in that first round. I don't know if people remember, but we were in that exact same position. We were down 2-1 in the series. We were in LA. We were down 3-0 after the first, and we came back to win that in overtime. So we've done it before. We've shown it before, and that's where the playoff experience comes in my opinion. Like, that's where you use it. You know that you're never out of a game, and especially with the players that we have, the mindset that we have, we know that we can score a lot of goals in a short time of period when we need to. So hopefully we don't get in that position again, but it's obviously something that we can do.
How about the crucial block that you had? Maybe just take us through what you saw in that play and how big of a play that ended up being.
Yeah, it was kind of a 3-on-3 that turned into a 4-on-3, and that's when you kind of have to leave somebody open, and then unfortunately that was kind of my guy that was open. So no, I didn't even know that the net was empty or anything. I was just in the moment trying to get as big as possible, and obviously me and Nuge came together, and then it ended up hitting me, and it was obviously a big block at the time, but yeah, haven't thought too much more about it. It was a block, and sometimes you need those.
Chris he's still deciding who starts in goal for Game 5, but what does it mean for you all to have two guys that have been as good as they have been in this postseason that you can go?
Yeah, it's crucial. One guy's not going to have it every night, so it's to know that we have two guys that we have great confidence in, and you see Kevin step in yesterday with all the confidence in the world, and he made some amazing saves. Like, he had a couple breakaways or half breakaways at least, and that one in overtime too is just tremendous. So they both have shown in this playoffs that they both can play, and they can do it great. So for us to have two of those guys, it's obviously it's a great deal.
Guys say when you're down 2-1 in a series, all you have to do is win, and then it turns into a best out of three. You got 2 games at home. What is it like now, seeing what's ahead of you and the opportunity ahead of you, and basically a best of 3 in the series?
Yeah, I'm not looking longer or further than next game. It's Game 5 now, and we all know that Game 5 is always a big game in playoffs. So doesn't really matter. I feel like with these two teams, whether we're at home or on the road, obviously we love to play in front of our fans, and that gives us an extra boost. But the way these games have turned out, it just seems to be who's got the night and who can execute to a higher level. So just now, just woke up, but I'm trying to get ready for Game 5 here. It's a quick turnaround on this one, so yeah, we'll be ready tomorrow.
Chris talked about playing with urgency, but also making sure you check your emotions, stay out of the box. How important or how hard is it to balance that urgency while also making sure you're keeping your emotions in check?
Yeah, that's how they will test you. But I think we've been through this enough with this team now where we understand also that it's going to be a part of the game, but you can choose to interact with it or not. And I thought yesterday, I mean, there's myself, I had a high stick and whatever, those things we got to clean up. But I thought on the emotional part, we did a good job last night. It was a lot better than Game 3 in my opinion. So I think that that's something that we'll keep doing and keep focusing on.
You guys were down to 5D at certain stretches last night. How tough is that to do, and kind of what do you think of your defensive depth in terms of being able to plug guys in when needed during this playoff series, even when you were out and even now?
Yeah, no, I think we have good depth. It was obviously a situation where we needed some goals, I guess, and sometimes you go down and play 5. And I was sitting with, I think it was with Kulak last night too. It's sometimes when you play 5, it's kind of nice because you stop thinking, you're just going, right? Like you're just really waiting on, are you getting double shifted or are you going to get a breather? But you're always in it, you're always going, and I think all 5, I guess all 6 of us that played last night can handle those minutes. And again, it went to overtime again, but if you look at 60 minutes, I don't think anyone was ridiculously high. So I think the D has they stepped up last night. I mean, Darnell had a huge game. So and some other guys too. Wallman with the big goal. So I think we're doing some good things, and we just got to keep it going.
We heard about Corey Perry's talk with you guys in first intermission, and what do words from a guy like that mean to you, and just what has he meant to you all through the past 2 years, but especially these playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, outside of his play where he's, almost 10 goals now or something like that, like that's crazy. He's been so valuable for us. He's a leader, and he knows exactly when to step in there. He doesn't do it all the time, but when he does, it's always great, and he gets everybody's attention. And I mean, it was a really good last night from him again. I mean, both on the ice and in the locker room. So it's what we expect out of him. He's getting up there, but he's still got it.
What was it like to see Vasily Podkolzin have the game he have? I know he's a quiet guy around the rink, but shows up first, leaves last, on the ice 40 minutes before.
Yeah,
and
no.
to have a big 2-point night.
Absolutely, I thought he played great, and he always gives us his 100%. Like he's in on the forecheck every time, finishing his hits. But to see him get some points, and obviously that game-winning assist as well was great. I think the world of Pods. I think if he just keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be a really good player for years to come.